Hey everyone, it is Elizabeth again, and I want to do a Korean drama review on Secret, otherwise known as Bimil. And it's doing so well in the Korean ratings right now. It's very well hyped on the Korean blogs, and so I kind of wanted to see what it was all about. So in the last couple of days, I checked out 4 of the episodes, so pretty much back to back to back. It's very engaging, and so let me just tell you a little bit more about the drama itself, the actors, what they've been in previously, and just kind of my overall opinion of what the Korean drama is about. So the 4 characters are Ji-sung, Hwang Jung-eum, Bae Soo-bin, and Lee da-hee. So Ji-sung, you might know, he recently just got married from to Lee Bo-young, who is just in the very successful I Can Hear Your Voice. So they just got married. It was kind of pretty much very big news. And Ji-sung, he's somebody that I have always really liked. He's been in so many Korean dramas, but I don't want to list them all out. You can check on Wikipedia. But the 2 that I'm going to mention here are Save the Last Dance, and he was in that with Eugene. And Eugene was a really big K-pop star. She's shocked. And then he was also in Save the Last Dance with Lee Bo-young, so who is his current wife. So they met like years and years ago on this Korean drama, and then I'm not sure if they've been dating since that drama, but they, it's such an intertwined world of Korean dramas that, they were together. And the other drama that I really liked that Ji-sung was in recently was Protect the Boss. And I talked about that in Suspicious Housekeeper because the antagonist female there was the antagonist female in Protect the Boss. So I think that Protect the Boss is super cute. It's kind of like a romantic comedy rather than a drama. Ji-sung does very good dramatic roles, but I thought he was very cute in this role too. So he kind of plays like a boyish, somewhat autistic person with kind of like a disorder. So you may want to check out Protect the Boss. Save the Last Dance was also very good. Some of my friends were talking about it years and years ago because they fell in love with Eugene. But Lee Bo-young's character was good, and she's done so many great dramas as well. So Hwang Jung-eum is also in this Korean drama. And Hwang Jung-eum, what I liked about her drama is that she was in Full House Take 2, and you all remember, or you should all remember, or check out Full House, the first one with B, otherwise known as Rain, the very famous K-pop star, and he was in that with Song Hye-kyo, and it was such a huge hit. There was like years and years of discussion of doing the remake. So she was in the remake Full House 2, and I thought it was cute. I don't know if it's a must-see. I mean, of the other dramas that are out, it's kind of like a cute thing that you could watch if you have a lot of time on your hands. Don't know if it's a must-see, but I think that it was good. So Bae Soo-bin, he's been doing so many dramas, and the 2 that kind of stand out for me is 49 Days, which was pretty recent and was very successful. It's about a girl who kind of dies and kind of like hops in and out of this host body. So it was kind of like a little bit eerie, and then she has like this angel of death that's following her around, and then Bae Soo-bin's character was somebody that, she was in her, days that she was alive, was kind of in her life. So 49 Days is definitely something to check out. He was also in Temptation of Angel, and that was like a revenge story that kind of like, but with reconstructive surgery. So there was this guy who was before, and he was the actor, and so there was a lot of kind of very like dark, twisted things of revenge and like retaliation and all this other stuff. And that was during that period when a lot of revenge stories were kind of really hot. So definitely check out that one. And then Lee da-hee, she was in I Can Hear Your Voice with Lee Bo-young, which is Ji-sung's now wife. So I think the Hallyu world in Korea is just very small, very intertwined, and basically like everybody knows everyone, or you've been in a drama with somebody or their wife or husband. So yeah, now to get to the Secret drama now. So The Secret is actually a 16-episode drama. I thought it was a lot longer. For some reason, I thought I read somewhere on the blogs that it was a 50-episode drama, but now I recently saw on the information sites that it's a 16 episodes. So it's actually moving at a very, very fast pace. So Han Jung-eum's character is trying to protect her fiancé, boyfriend of 7 years, from this hit-and-run accident that involves Ji-sung's love of his life girlfriend. So they were all in the accident together. You know, she was running away from Ji-sung's kind of like, not henchman, because he kind of like right-hand man, because Ji-sung's been looking for her, the girlfriend, the love of his life, because I think the family just didn't approve. So Ji-sung is looking for his girlfriend, kind of like leading this playboy lifestyle, but wanting to be back with his girlfriend. And then Han Jung-eum and Bae Soo-bin's character is kind of like this lower to middle class, or just middle class couple who've been together for 7 years, and now finally he's a prosecutor, which is like a huge deal in Korea. If you become a lawyer or a prosecutor, it means that, you know, you're going to have like rank and standing in the Korean society. So she, you know, she's been not waiting to like marry a prosecutor, but waiting to marry her man that she's been with for 7 years, that she loves. And so like the turn of events, you know, this hit and run accident happens, and she actually goes to jail for Bae Soo-bin's character. And now this is where Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. Innocent Man, where that kind of storyline kind of is similar, because, you know, Song Joong-ki's character went to jail for, I think her name is Lee Shi-won's character, or her character. And so, you know, she goes to jail, and she actually happens to have Bae Soo-bin's child in prison. And now all of this time, Ji-sung is just growing more sinister, kind of more like angry and bitter about, you know, his girlfriend dying at the hands of Han Jung-eum's character, which is basically Bae Soo-bin, because he was driving. And so he's manipulating things behind the scene, basically just to, you know, really make Hwang Jung-eum's life miserable as much as he can. And I think he, you know, something happens to Hwang Jung-eum's child in prison, and now she's like, you know, just terrified and just unhappy. Well, just like, you know, at first she was like living like 2 years of her life in prison, kind of like okay, because, you know, she's doing it for her man, she has her child, but now like things are falling apart, even more so than where it was. And Ji-sung is kind of like puppeteering everything in the background. And Bae Soo-bin's character, I don't really understand him either, because, you know, if he had the great morals, if he really was an awesome guy, he would have, instead of like taking everything on his own, he would have stopped, called the ambulance for this girl who was kind of dying on the side of the road for 3 hours. And so, like, you know, there's something dark about Bae Soo-bin's character. Like, you know, he's that selfish that he would use Hwang Jung-eun's character for 7 years, like, you know, basically feeding and leeching off of her for 7 years, and then this hit and run accident. So I'm not liking Bae Soo-bin's character, even though he then takes care of Hwang Jung-eun's mentally ill father while she's in prison. And Lee Da-hee's character is a childhood friend of Ji-sung, and basically she is engaged to Ji-sung, not because they love each other, but because of family convenience and kind of like mergers and acquisition, kind of like trying to get together two powerful families. One's in politics and the other just has a lot of money, K conglomeration, K group. So Lee Da-hee is not really happy about Ji-sung because he's the playboy. She knows he doesn't love her. He's in love with this girlfriend who was actually died while being pregnant with his child, and now just like going after Hwang Jung-eum's character and kind of just playing around and toying with Bae Soo-bin's character. And then Bae Soo-bin and Lee Da-hee's character, they kind of have an interaction as well together. So it's just very intertwined. It's very engaging. It's very dark and twisted. And so it's not a lighthearted Korean drama. It's definitely something that you're kind of wondering, okay, what's going to happen next? What will happen to Ji-sung's character and Hwang Jung-eum's character, because they're so like, he's so going after the person that he thinks killed the love of his life. And I was kind of reading up online, and they were saying that Ji-sung's character actually eventually falls in love with the person that he's torturing, Hwang Jung-eum. So maybe it's kind of like I don't know, it's like a very sick and twisted thing, but we'll see if it gets more lighthearted as it goes on. I don't think it will. It might end very tragically, or all the characters get redeemed at the end, and, you know, there's a good moral of the story ending. Who knows? So I definitely recommend the different dramas that I mentioned here for the different actors, as well as Bimyeok, because there is a reason why it's so hyped and so doing so well in the Korean ratings right now. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe down below, and also leave me your comments of whether you're liking Bimyeok, which is Secret, Medical Top Team, which I probably will do a review, Suspicious Housekeeper, or The Heirs. I mean, there's like so many great Korean dramas out there right now. I don't know which one to watch. So thanks for watching.